this man was a hypocrite. In my honest opinion, he really was. I didn't find anything about him to be healing. He insulted African American women on a consistent basis. One of his last statements that he said was that if you're over 38 and you haven't married or something like that, that you're no good and disposable. To me, he was a shock jock. And, I hope this is teaching folks a lesson about the karma that you put out, the negativity that you put out in the world, that when karma comes knocking at your door, she might not be so kind. So, the fact that he killed over real quick and was supposedly with a woman that we don't yet know the nationality, rest in peace.
Kevin Samuels is a polarizing figure in the online dating community. He will primarily talk about dating, modern women, and how delusional they are when it comes to finding someone of similar socioeconomic status when they are trying to find a mate. Now, in that clip, you just saw Vivica A. Fox say that Kevin Samuels' legacy is tarnished. His legacy was always bashing women online, when in reality, he would be giving constructive criticism to black women online. There's many black women out there that he's actually helped. There's actually hundreds and thousands of black women that he's helped get married, lower their standards, because in reality, when you are out there in the world and you're trying to find a person that you're going to spend the rest of your life with, realistically, most of the time, when someone is an average looking person, they are normally with another person that's average. And I don't see the problem with that. And Kevin Samuels was bringing these women back to reality because they're living in a fantasy world. They're living in a world that doesn't exist. And he brought them back to reality. Now, Vivica A. Fox, I believe that she internalized a lot of these videos that he made. She internalized a lot of the things that he said because her relationships haven't worked out. Let's be real. Vivica A. Fox's entire legacy is tied to 50 Cent flirting with her on national television.
I want to thank Vivica Fox for wearing that dress too.
She was his jump off. She couldn't get the commitment she wanted from 50. So when she hears a cold, harsh dose of reality from Kevin Samuels online, she loses it because she knows deep in her heart it's over for women like her and her ilk. She's old, haggard looking and out of shape and fat, dreary-eyed jump off that 50 Cent would smash every now and then until he got fucking bored of her, the old hag. What does it tell us about her character that she is attacking a man that's no longer here to defend himself? It says to me that she has no self-control or respect for the dead. So what I'm going to do in this video is attack her as well. At least I'm doing it while she's alive and not dead. I have the decency to do that at least. Moreover, Kevin Samuels has gotten her before, so that might be another reason and another motivation for her to, try and disparage his legacy.
Who gives a shit what you give, Vivica Fox? You can't keep a man. One of your biggest regrets is you never had a kid. You never turned out a plus sign. See, I got a problem with women like you, thinking that you talk as though you're someone to be appeased. Shut up, Vivica Fox. I'm about tired of seeing your twisted up mouth everywhere. Every time you come on camera, your face is twisted up. We get it. You're a smart, sassy, strong black woman. Do you have another gear? Do you have another character? You've been playing the same character for the last 30 years.
Now I can see why she's so mad. Now I can understand. She has nobody. She's not in a relationship. She has no children. She's never given birth. And a lot of women, that's their calling in life. They feel very, very, how do you say, what's the word I'm looking for? Their life feels very meaningless and not fulfilling. And, they feel like they don't have any direction. And whenever they have children, they actually feel even more happy and their life is more amazing. So in a way, women were actually made to have children, and when they don't have children, they feel very resentment and angry and bitter. You know, I sense that coming from Vivica. I sense the bitterness through the screen, and man, Kevin Samuels really put a dent in her mind. You know, the thing is, all of these people, the fact that they're actually talking and disparaging him while he's dead, it tells us more about them than about Kevin Samuels because he's no longer here. So it tells us more about the person that's attacking Kevin than Kevin. Yes, his message was a bit harsh. Yeah, he used to tell black women the truth. You see, that's another thing. That's another thing that we need to focus on. Nobody wants to hear the truth. They don't want to hear the truth. They want to hear what they want to hear. They don't want to hear what they need to hear. They want to hear what they want to hear. And that's the reality of the world that we live in. But Kevin Samuels is able to use everything against them. Even in the grave, he's controlling them. And that's why he's called the Godfather.
They got their average looking woman when they were both really young and he built his way up. But a man earning the kind of money you're talking about does not go for an average looking woman.
I mean, my body is not average. So,
but ma'am, you please don't make me say it.
Say what? I really just wanted some advice. I love your.
I'm giving you advice, but you're not taking it. The advice is, ma'am, you're average looking at best.
I'm taking it in, but
in that clip, Kevin Samuels said that woman was average at best based on what she said. She said she was a 5 out of 10. A 5 out of 10 is average. That's average. By every definition, that's average. She was the one that said she was average. Kevin just reiterated what she said. She came on to Kevin Samuels' show for advice, and she's an adult. He told her that she needs to lower her standards and that the men she wants don't want her. So logic would say that she needs to lower her standards. Black women call it settling, but the reality is that settling is when you lower your standards to less than you deserve. It's not settling when you get what you deserve. If she doesn't want to take the advice, she can get a dog and die alone. That's the reality. Because the men are always going to want what they want and the women are going to want what they want. High value men are not choosing women with sketchy baby daddies. It's reality. You know, it's not, you know what I'm saying? It's reality. She's already a single mom, so her reality is aligned to what Kevin says. She's delusional. So Kevin's just trying to bring her back to reality. He's actually doing her a favor, if you ask me. Of course, black women everywhere, they just internalized it, internalized what he said, took it personally. They saw it as an attack. Although he's actually just giving them tough love, like cough medicine. It doesn't taste good, but it's good for you. That's why these women are celebrating his death. Because he shattered, completely destroyed their delusional dreams.